Hello, my name's Phil Swann. I'm a pastor in Llanelli in West Wales.
And I'm Andy Pitt. I'm the pastor of Park Baptist Church in Merthyr Tydfil.
Yeah, both of us have been along to Equip the last 2 years as pastors, and we feel that we've benefited personally, but we've also had the privilege of taking fairly reasonable groups of folks from our church along. It's been good, hasn't it, Andy?
It's been brilliant. And I think the message we want to get out there is that it's not just a conference for pastors. It's called Equip. So it's about equipping God's people, serving God in the local church. And so that's whether you're a Sunday school teacher or a youth worker or in whatever capacity that you are currently serving the Lord in your local context, in your local church. This is a conference for you. Come along and be equipped. Come along and be encouraged and be reinvigorated in your ministry for the Lord.
Absolutely. It's always a bit of a challenge to know who conferences are for. And I think quite often most conferences in Wales are for church leaders. But Equip is different in the sense that it's for anybody who's involved in the life of the church. So if you're a pastor out there, make sure that you don't just send the info about Equip to your deacons and your elders, but get it out in the life of the church, because it really has been a benefit to those who've come. And when it benefits the folks who work in the life of the church, that has a knock-on benefit into the work overall. Because it's been good, hasn't it, Andy?
It has been great, Phil. And the other thing is, if you are a pastor, don't just send your folk along. Bring them, come with them, and you'll enjoy just spending time with them, learning together, growing together, and just being nourished and developed together for the sake of the kingdom.
I tell you what, that's absolutely right, because it's tough to find time just to, hang out with folks from your church sometimes without it being in the context of a meeting or something. There's loads of time at Equip just for a coffee and a chat, and just to even the journey down together with some of your folks can be really profitable. It's overall something really worth looking at. It's not just for leaders, it's for everyone in the church who's committed and active and involved in the life of the church. And we're really happy to recommend it.
Yeah. And the other thing is, don't allow the fact that you may be ministering the following day, on the Lord's Day, as an excuse not to come. Because Phil and I, we've got together and said, well, what we're going to do on the following day, we're just going to preach for each other in our respective churches. So that takes a little bit of pressure off as well. So be creative in how we can get along, spend the time, be equipped, but also how we can help others and encourage others in their local context.
So if you can come along this year, bring as many folks along from church. You won't be disappointed. Everyone will go back with something that's worthwhile, that will encourage them in serving Christ in Wales today. It's really what Equip is about. So we hope to look forward to seeing you at Equip next year.
Yeah, absolutely. Come along, be there, be equipped.